You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kicking that flavor in your ear. Here comes the brand new flavor in your ear. Time for new flavor in your ear. I'm kicking new flavor in your ear. Back a brand new flavor in your ear. What's going on? It's your man Putu, and I'm rocking with Fiye Radio on 92.3.
My finger hit. I'm sorry.
And this is your Ladies of Fire on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. We bring a brand new flavor in your ear. It's your fave dope girl from around the way, Sunday Jones, and sitting next to me is my sis.
Tiny Tanya in the building.
And then across from me is
Sean D. Hey y'all, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. And today we are on, it's Black History Month. And today we are discussing all the Black girl magic.
Yes.
Yes, and our special guest today will be Sophia Baracy, who will be coming to sit with us shortly for the duration of the show. We're going to have a good time today. So we on that Black girl magic. How y'all feel, Black girls?
I feel
Melanin
great.
magic?
I mean, really, Black Girl Magic is just a celebration of strength and beauty in Black women, right? And how we just come forward and make things happen. So the whole concept just excites me. So I love the Black Girl Magic. We have it every day. Every time we sit here, we have Black Girl Magic. When we meet, there's Black Girl Magic. You know what I'm saying? So
everything
celebrate
we do.
us. Yes.
I'm all about the celebration of us and our dopeness.
Absolutely.
That's the magic.
Yeah, there it is.
That's the magic right there. So how was y'all weekend?
Weekend or week? Last weekend.
Oh well, I guess the week. So when I say how was your weekend, it'd be like, how was it since I seen you the last Friday? So from Friday to Friday, how was your week?
It was good. My week was good.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about nothing. I'm here. I'm able.
Right.
Magic.
But magic, yes. Because even when it ain't good, it's great. You know what I'm saying? So, hey.
Listen, you don't see that eye. That's how you can do it. Be like, you know what? You're absolutely right.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, that's what we do, right? And even as Black women, we even when it's not good, it's great because we don't want people to worry about us. We don't want to show our weakness. We don't want to just what's some eyes popping?
I have learned that it's okay to have a weak moment.
Oh God!
Because
yes.
if you
Weak
don't,
moments,
you will break all the way down.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to have a weak moment because I be having to have them because sometimes it'll be overwhelming and you'll have anxiety and all that stuff will be built up and then when it come out all at once, it's not good.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. Shout out to all of the melanin popping dope women out here who life be lifing. We know life be lifing because life be lifing on everybody. We know we can look at Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and everybody's life can look stupendous. However, we know that life really be lifing on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, everybody have stuff going on.
Sometimes.
Yeah, everybody have stuff going on. Yes. So it's not like, everybody is so Gucci gravy like how they may appear to be on social media. And we know life be lifing. So shout out to everybody. All the melanin popping, Black girl magic. You can overcome it. You can walk through it. You can roll over it. You can get through it. And just know that it will be okay.
Right.
And just pull your Black girl magic out.
And everybody has it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, definitely all Black girls. I don't say everybody has it. But all the little Black girls.
It's a little bit more magic with us.
Yeah, everybody have dopeness. Yes, we but today's show is all about Black girl magic.
Yes,
because it's Black History Month.
That melanin power.
We got to pull it out. Now we ain't saying ain't nobody else got no magic, but we definitely got magic. Okay.
And I stand up on my magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely, applause. Yes.
It's sometimes we have to acknowledge the magic because us as a culture, as a people, have been through a lot. So it's okay for us to acknowledge our magic. And sometimes we have to know that we have magic, because a lot of times some of us don't know we have magic because we've been stepped on, walked on, rapped on, beat on, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Or whatever. And
Yes.
so it's okay for us to let us know that it's okay for you to feel your magic, see your magic, be your magic, and use your magic. Okay?
Yes.
Use the magic that you have.
Been born in you.
And I'm just saying, who walked up in the building?
Hey.
Miss Sophia Bracy. Let me say Sophia Millions in the building.
There you
Right. Don't
Say
forget
her
the
real
millions.
name. Don't forget the millions.
Sophia Bracy in the building. Hey sis, thank you for coming.
You already know.
Look, she coming in a bit. So you already know.
Listen, she is not quiet.
Listen,
at
we
all.
already told y'all
I
she was
always
coming to
start
hang
quiet.
out.
Yes, she always start quiet so she can
Beware,
read the
guys.
room, but-
Beware.
That's not nice.
Yes, she coming to hang out with us today. Let's go. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you for having me.
more
Yes.
black girl magic just oozed into the room.
Baby. Real black girl magic.
Now, speaking of black girl magic, we're gonna go to some music and come back with our special guest Sophia here on Hits 92.3 with the ladies of Fiye Radio.
Do you know who you are? Who you really are? Do you know you can be where you want to be? If you try to be what you can be.
Feels. I find it so amazing how you still exhibit love even though you've been hurt too many times. Beautiful black woman, I see the stars in your complexion and the moon in your eyes. You're more like an angel in a human disguise. As soon as I make it to heaven, the first thing I'll do is paint pictures of you in the sky. You have such a beautiful mind and immaculate natural skin. All the diamonds in the world do not compare to you, my African gem. And everything about you is magnificent and spectacular. No matter your complexion, you still exemplify the essence of Africa.
Do you know who you are? Who you really are? Do you know you can be where you want to be? If you try to be what you can, do you know you can learn what you want to learn?
Black girl magic, black girl magic. Beautiful soul, natural skin. Beautiful soul. Natural skin.
I know at times I may not have the words to express to you, but even when you at your worst, I'll try my hardest to execute and bring out the best in you. I thank God for blessing you with excellence and benevolent worth, because every day next to you is like a festival of heaven on earth. You see, I love everything about you. Your blackness is greatness. With the soul of a million suns, you inspire the happiest faces. Even when I'm lacking in patience, you still bring out the best in me. I would try to give you the world, but you can show me galaxies that I never seen. I pray to God that you never leave.
Do you know you can learn what you want to learn? If you try to learn what you can learn. Hey, black child, do you know you are strong? I mean, really strong.
Black girl magic, black girl magic. Beautiful soul, natural skin. Beautiful soul. Natural skin.
I find it so amazing how you still exhibit love even though you've been hurt too many times.
Beautiful black woman,
I see the stars in your complexion and the moon in your eyes. Beautiful black woman, I see the stars in your complexion and the moon in your eyes. Everything about you is truly magical. Truly magical.
Hey, black child, do you know you are strong? I mean, really strong. Do you know you can do what you want to do? If you try to do what you can.
I really don't mean to objectify you, but you bad as a 10. Body look like you just got back in the gym. Beautiful soul, natural skin. Been asking your friends if you single or not. You really don't mingle a lot. So many kings and so many things, but you are the queen at the top. Feels.
Hey, black child, be what you can be. Learn what you must learn. Do what you can do. And tomorrow, your day will be what you want it to be.
Hey, what's going on? It's your man Putu, and I'm rocking with Fiye Radio on 92.3. Yeah.
Hey, and welcome back with your girls from Fiye Radio on Hits 92.3. This is your girl, Sean D, and we want to welcome our guest, Sophia Bracy.
Hey.
Hey.
How are y'all?
We are
Y'all know
so
I'm always excited when I get to spend time with the ladies.
Yeah.
It's always a time.
Hey, it's always a good time.
always
I'm
a
tired of
good
men and
time.
children, so you need that girl time.
For real though.
And it's all about girl times. We were discussing Black Girl Magic, and just really Sophia bringing a little bit of her Black Girl Magic to the set. So
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Right, big energy. She got big energy.
Right.
Every time we in the room together, she got big energy. But we kind of be acting up when we get together. So we had to.
Oh, we're gonna
somebody-
behave. We're gonna behave.
we're
Acting
gonna
a
try to
fool.
behave.
Yes.
PG.
Yeah, PG. Yeah,
Yeah,
somebody be
I
having to
prayed about it
separate us.
last night.
Yes.
I said, let us pray.
So
Speaking
What-
of
what you
Black
was gonna
Girl
say?
Magic,
okay.
I want to shout out Pinky Cole.
Okay, yes, let's do that.
Listen, I went to the sesh.
Okay.
The sesh is it's something that Pinky has orchestrated, like a melting pot
Okay.
again of entrepreneurs, and like back in the days. Well, I'm a video gamer, so back in the days you had those cheat codes,
Mm-hmm.
up down, left right.
Yes, so you can
It's
stay
sort
alive
of like
longer.
that. Like she has a cheat code
Nice.
to entrepreneurship,
Mhm.
So once you in that room, I can't really discuss what happens in that room,
Right.
but you leave there feeling so empowered
Okay.
and informed about different like situations that you may be either stuck on,
Mhm.
don't have the know-how to,
Mhm.
so and just meeting different, business owners. So I was able to network with quite a few people.
Okay. Networking. Yes.
Yes, I mean,
Love networking. Get it done. Meet folks.
any event that you get to go to and you network,
Mhm.
it's a great thing.
It is.
Yeah, so she provide that. It's a great like space, just great energy, just positive. I mean, and organized.
Okay.
Okay.
When I say organized from the time you come through the door, straight. I think if anyone has the opportunity to get a seat at that sesh,
Mhm.
they should take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think Pinky Cole is cool anyway, just from
Listen.
where she's come from and, developed and just grown.
Yeah.
Because there's another one of my old restaurants that I see that is now going to be a slutty vegan. And I was like, hey, what happened to that?
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
And she about to go to the airport.
Yeah, and she's in
taking
airport.
over.
Yes.
She's taking over. I actually have her on my vision board,
Oh,
which I showed you guys.
yes.
Yeah.
And the reason why I have her on my vision board is because I said that I need to venture out and find a business circle. And
Okay.
my business circle would consist of meeting different people, different entrepreneurs,
Business
in different
owners.
fields. Yeah,
etc. Yeah.
and kind of help me grow my personal business because it's very disappointing when you depend on the people that's in your actual circle
Oh, yeah,
to
not happening.
do it for you, because
Right.
they're not reposting your business or, and
But they don't even have the knowledge. Like, business owners have business owner knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And most people in your circle, I don't want to say they're not business owners,
they're
but
business owners. But
they are business owners.
yeah, some are. A
So
lot.
okay, some are, but not all. You know what I'm saying? And so you want to get to the point where you're surrounding yourself with like-minded people so you can do like-minded things. You know what I'm saying? So definitely position yourself, as I'm speaking to position myself, in a room with people that know more than you. That are actually not in your circle, but that can provide a bigger circle for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah.
so that was the harsh reality that I had to face with myself because
Yeah.
I am a very supportive person. Like if my friend is selling toilet paper, I'm gonna be on Instagram like this
Girl,
is
she
toilet
is
paper.
definitely
Right.
buying
You-
anything
listen,
her friends
yeah,
are
she
selling.
is.
She is
For
a
real,
I'm
supporter.
for real.
gonna buy it, even
Yeah,
if it's
true
a stranger.
supporter.
Okay.
Y'all
Mhm.
seen that? I'm gonna
Mhm.
stop
She a
what I'm
true
doing.
supporter.
Selling a
Yes.
t-shirt, I'm gonna buy it, because I just feel like that's what we should be doing.
Right.
We should.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should.
So
Yeah. And you definitely hold it.
should.
We were at Black Wall Street, and I was like, "Dang, she getting something else." Like,
I'm just
she definitely supports. So
yeah,
I
because
love
I'm
it.
like, if you put your all into a business,
Mhm.
then why not have somebody look out for you?
Absolutely. That's what it's all about, though. And let me say, that's what it's supposed to be
Yeah.
all about. Us supporting each other, you know.
We got to learn how to do that better as a whole, as women, because you
Yeah.
do a really good job. You definitely.
I try to.
She do. She supported you too.
Well,
Like,
you know,
you-
because I always make sure, you know, if they selling it, I'm like Tiny, you know, if they selling, well, shoot, Puka, let me buy something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't,
Not the
don't let
puka.
it be little kids.
Especially
Oh,
little
yeah, you
kids,
know
they
they getting
definitely got
whatever.
me.
They taking
Yes.
all when it's Girl Scout cookies time.
Oh,
I got the
yes.
detour because them little kids. I'm like, oh my God, give me all the money.
She got to win.
Yes.
Look, and with that win, we need to go to a commercial.
Pay some bills.
Pay some bills on Hits 92.3 Fiye Radio.
Hey, the secret's out. Hits 92.3 is now accepting submissions for brand new shows. That's right. You could become a radio personality right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. You don't have experience? That's okay. You don't live in Georgia? That's okay. You don't know what to do now? Now that's not okay. But your girl is here to help you out. Email us today at hits923newshow@gmail.com and tell us about your potential show with Hits. Again, that email address is hits923newshow@gmail.com. Don't be last. The slots are filling fast.
And we're back on Hits 92.3, the real definition of any day. That's gonna be like a what you call that?
Blooper.
A blooper. We're back on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. This is your ladies of 5. We bringing hot flavor in your ear. Okay, tune in for all the bloopers and all the shenanigans and all the good stuff. We on Black Girl Magic.
I know that's right.
Yo, that was some Black Girl Magic.
It was like a record. You know how the record scratch? It was like a
Yes,
repeat.
that was hilarious.
It was like,
And
wait,
I cannot wait to get that clip and just send it to her all the
Right,
time.
all the time.
Girl, don't end up a meme because you know they'll meme you real quick around here.
listen, meme me. It's okay.
Yes,
Go ahead and
please,
put the
meme
out
me,
there. Meme
okay?
me.
Say
It's
do
fine.
it, do
Yes,
it.
do it. Do
Yes,
it.
and thank you.
No, the best one is the day we all were together and she was looking some kind of crazy way.
Oh,
She noticed
yeah.
we were recording her. She put on
Baby,
that smile came out from nowhere.
Yeah.
baby, that
We
smile.
like, we caught you.
She was like,
It's not, I don't know how
caught
to.
off guard.
I don't know how to.
Have a poker face. 'Cause that's what it's called.
Because you gonna get whatever you gonna get. I don't know what I can't help you.
I didn't
Yes.
really see black women flush, but you were flush that day, okay?
She
You
was.
was turning red. I was like, okay, sis, all right.
Because she got caught in the act, and we all was like, and she just,
Yeah.
she couldn't take
I
it.
don't know how to do that. It is what it is. Like,
You need to take it for what it's worth or what it's
Listen,
not.
yeah, it is what it
Listen,
is.
that's
But it
Black Girl
showed you
Magic
wasn't
too.
feeling it, so that's all that matters. None of us was technically,
Right.
but I
was
just was able to keep my poker face. You was just like, I ain't got no poker face. I'm just gonna be me. And when that person walked in the room and they was like, oh hey, you was looking like, I was like,
There was no excitement. There was,
dang.
but it
Okay.
was okay because the exciting
you have
time
to
was
set
over.
the tone. I mean, you've been in the space and it ain't
Waiting.
going right. You've been waiting and waiting, and then you come in
Unorganized.
as if you just flying on the curtain, like
That's-
on a magical rug. No,
Let me-
nigga, we've been
Okay.
here, we've been waiting.
That's a huge thing.
Like what? Like, you still have to-
Unorganization is like the death of anything.
Ain't it called
It
stand on
is.
business? I mean, stand on business.
Pretty much. We already have the connotation that we are not organized, just as a race in
Yes.
general.
Right.
So it's like,
And
you
we're always
know,
late.
aim to be what you don't want to deal with yourself. That's how I look at it for sure.
Be
So
the
yeah, it's
change
very
you wanna see
unorganized,
in all
crazy. We was getting
areas.
thrown into places. Stuff was just all over the place. But
All in all,
You know.
we made it a good time for ourselves.
we
Always,
definitely did. And
anytime
speaking of
we're in a
sesh,
space. Yeah.
speaking of sesh, I was gonna go to one of the sesh that Pinky's at, and the tickets sold out so quick, child.
Yeah.
I thought about it and was like, oh, okay, let me click. And they were absolutely gone.
Mhm.
Like literally just that fast. And
Yeah.
she's throwing them and putting them together so quick. It seems like every other week, she's throwing one. And I still haven't got a chance to go to one yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Well, I
just
got a
wanted to say
free
that.
ticket, so I didn't. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
'cause
you know.
that's
you
what
know
happened to me.
Oh, good
Also,
for
I
you.
went online
Yes.
to try to see if I could get a ticket, and it was sold out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, oh man,
You missed it.
I missed it because
Yeah.
I was busy. I was doing other things. I didn't
Mhm.
get a chance to just sit down and put in my card information or anything. But ironically, because I had commented under that post,
Oh,
I checked my DM. I was
Yes,
like,
girl.
Oh, you got a ticket. Okay.
yes, I was a special invite.
Look at God.
look at okay. I love it.
Well, if
yes.
y'all trying to go, y'all better get on it. I'm talking about as soon as she posted, you got to get it.
Right. Of course, Tony has
Yeah.
a T-shirt because she supported. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Definitely. Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
That's,
I see.
I wasn't gonna
I
leave
already
there
know.
without
She ain't gonna
anything.
leave without something. She gonna get something.
So
And that's good support, though.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that because I always support too. And the thing I feel like in Atlanta, when you're networking, all network events are not created equal. Some you go to, you have a lot of people
Say
in
it
the room
again.
that if you are not bringing absolute value to them, they absolutely don't want to talk to you.
right.
It's as if they forget where they started because you started somewhere where you didn't know nothing either. And
Or
somebody
nobody.
had to literally help you get from A to Z as well. So it's
Right.
like,
How quick
they don't even
forget.
want to talk to particular people because like, well, what value do you bring? I'm already above that. And I get it, but you got to be able to reach back too. So networking sometimes can be good and sometimes it can be kind of flaky. You pay all this money for these events, you get there and it's like, don't nobody want to network. Everybody looking some type of way. The energy in the room is just off. Nobody's really trying to talk. People are clicking up and it's like, okay, well, what did I come here for? Because I normally go by myself. That's the
Right.
goal. I
Yeah.
don't need to
Right.
bring a crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We come here to
To
network.
network.
Mhm.
But
Right.
it don't always work like that. And then
No.
you end up wasting money and not really talking to anybody. So it's like, okay, what's the point? So I think that what Pinky is doing is making it a little bit more intimate. And that's the gist of it is networking. So that may be an event that I definitely want to try. And
You
y'all may want to
should.
try too.
Yes,
Yeah,
you should.
definitely.
You should.
And the hosts and the people that are doing these events, y'all got to know that you got to bring you in the room to bring the people together.
Right.
You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? So you got to do your due diligence, and that's the goal that she said aim to do, and that's what she's doing, and that's what you got to do when you got to bring the energy that's going to bring the people together to network. If that's what you're going to put out there, people come for experience,
They do.
Facts.
and
Yeah.
they want
Yeah.
to come for experience, especially if they're paying for something and they want to leave with a feeling like, wow, that was great. I learned something. I got something. I met 10 people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying, or whatever that looks like. Like,
Yeah.
that's what they
Oh,
want.
and that's another thing. They make sure that they make sure you're networking with your neighbors.
Okay.
See what I'm
Turn to the
saying?
person next to you, get their information. So,
Right.
like 10 people, you got to walk up to them, and so they make sure you leave there
And that's
with
what you're
some
supposed to do.
shared information
And showing
Yeah.
you how to do it, right? They show you how to do it. They show you how to network and talk to people.
Well,
They
I'm not
just
going to
make
go
sure
into
that you
details.
You
network.
see,
of
I'm trying to ask
everything.
questions here.
You gotta go
She
yourself.
said she's no
She said
snitch.
she ain't telling.
You know they say snitches get stitches. So
Right.
I guess she said she ain't
Trying to
snitching.
fix this.
But she ain't telling. Y'all got to get y'all tickets.
Get your tickets or just start
Support,
the
support,
search. Yeah.
support.
Like I did.
Yeah.
Definitely
Support
getting my
that.
ticket. Now we're gonna go to music by Danielle Brooks, Black Woman.
Let's go.
You look at me like I'm unfamiliar, acting brand new like you never knew that you like them thick. I've been carrying this weight in the world beneath these braids, and I'm confused. Would you take the pain that came with all the parts you wanna claim for you? You on my thighs, you on my stride, but not this melanin. You on my hair, but you don't care for this complexion. I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman. Cornbread fed, sweet tea sipping, to school. Recovering from your cover up when you told me I wasn't right for you. It wasn't hard to believe, cause when I watch TV, I would never see a leading lady look like me. Familiar package with less pigment, I ain't ignorant, it's just reality. You want my thighs, you want my stride, but not this melanin. You want my hair, but you don't care for this complexion. Oh, I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman. Heartbreaking, sweet tea sipping, Nubian queen with the skin that glistens. I'm a black woman. The world tells me there's space for me if I cinch it up and I sew it in. The world tells me it'll all be mine with some lashes on and some lighter eyes. The world tells me it'll work for me if I let them do a little surgery. The world tells me it'll change for me with some longer nails and some lightning cream. But I'm a black woman who knows myself to prove, 'cause I'm a black woman. Too cute to hide these, 'cause I'm a black woman. Gorgeous, 'cause I'm a black woman.
Hey, yo, what up?
What's the deal?
What's good?
All right.
Everything. You already know. Your man, Mr. Cheeks, in the building.
It's Big Nice in the building.
Your boy, Pretty Lou, doing what I do. Hey, man, where we at? Five Radio.
Flaava In Ya Ear, baby.
All right.
Hits 92.3. L.
And we are back on Hits 92.3 with the ladies of Fiye Radio. Today's all about Black Girl Magic, and we're gonna just turn the mic to Sean D with Dish Diaries of a Diva.
I like the way you said that. It sounds suspenseful. Dish Diaries of a Diva. Love it. Yes. Listen, happy Friday, y'all. You know, it's always good to eat. So we grown up this week. We're going to stay grown up all month in the celebration of love and Valentine's Day. And so it doesn't have to be all love of the other significant other or the love of your life. It could just be love amongst friends and colleagues, amongst, you know, just people. Oh, please. And self first. Yes. So love yourself first. So if you don't have anybody to take you anywhere, go yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a problem eating by myself. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's a nice restaurant, because people like to wonder, they want to sit with you and wonder why you by yourself. Like, oh, you want to join your table? Like, I'm by myself for a reason. People go, you know what I'm saying? But it's always fun. So growing up this week, we're going to start with Pero's Italian Restaurant. It is located at 3521 Northside Parkway. It's in Atlanta, right off of 75 and Northside Parkway. You can see it from the highway. Okay, first of all, Pearl's is a real Italian restaurant, right? You walk in, the family's Italian, they got their kids working there, you know, it's wonderful. So shout out to everybody at Pearl's, but they always have a nice experience there. Bread is always warm and fresh. The salad is good, you know, and they have that ready for you as you're sitting at your table. So I started with the steamed mussels and white wine sauce. First thing, that is my favorite. Any steamed mussels and white wine sauce. They have a tomato sauce too. It's not really my favorite, but the white wine sauce with the garlic and that crispy bread, I could just eat that, but I didn't. I ate more. Like, I had the fettuccine alfredo, and I added broccoli and mushrooms, and of course it came with capers, which is my secret little punch of flavor. You know what I'm saying? Capers, they're little bitty, like they're not.
It's like a flower herb.
Yeah.
It's a herb. It's a yeah.
Very lemony. It's not. It's like a little olive and a lemon
Well,
together.
it's in a brine, so that's what gives it that lemony
Snap
kind
of flavor.
tail. But it's a
Yeah.
it's a herb. It's a flower herb.
Yeah, it's like a teeny tiny olive,
It's
but a
not
lemony
it's
flavor.
It's a herb flower.
Capers.
It's a herb.
Capers. So you
A
know,
flower herb.
actually, but capers in anything will give it a pop. Like
yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
it really
I
is.
got
So
a
if you
whole
haven't
jar.
had it, sunshine, go and get you some capers and put them in your next little meal with some chicken or potatoes or something like, or some rice. Yeah, pasta.
Oh, yeah, pasta
It'll
is
really
always
go good. So Pero's Italian restaurant.
Lemon sauce.
That was my first one. Then the next one is Saint Cecilia's. Let me tell y'all, first of all, this one is not for the faint of heart. You got to bring your pockets, okay, to go to bring your pockets to go to Saint Cecilia's, baby, okay? So I want to warn you in advance. Don't go cheap. Don't go like you're going to save some money, honey. No. St. Cecilia's is real grown, okay? It's right across the street from Phipps Plaza. The address is 3455 Peachtree Road. It's in Atlanta. And let me tell you, everything that they serve is a masterpiece. They coming out like voila, okay? Every single thing, the salads, the little side plates, the dessert, everything is a presentation at St. Cecilia's. But if you're paying that much, you want it to be a presentation. So started off with the fungi, which is mushrooms, baby onions. They had some little parsley in there. That was good, okay? I love mushrooms with anything, but really, even the little presentation was cute. You know what I'm saying? So definitely try those. Get any of the salads because, like I said, it's a masterpiece. They're gonna voila your salad. They're gonna make sure you have enough cracked pepper and cheese. They're gonna, come and present it to you like a presentation. So I really enjoyed the salad there also. And then I had the pollo al forno, which is just some chicken. Fancy chicken, but it was a whole half a chicken. Look at that, it was a whole half a chicken. A whole half a chicken. It was a half a chicken with white wine, capers, and brown butter. It was really good. And I had some broccolo, not broccoli. I had broccolo, okay, with some garlic and Parmesan, and then some crispy potatoes that they had a real fancy name for too. Really cute. Yeah, everything had a fancy name, and it's all like you gotta go, okay. Then I ended it with the torta de pear carmelade. Actually, it's just some warm pear pudding cake, okay, which was really good. And I wasn't sure about the pear pudding. Yes, so but it was cake. It was very moist cake. It was very good. And then they served it with caramel and vanilla gelato. Okay, so oh, it was so good. It was so good. So St. Cecilia's definitely, that's date night material. You might want to go by yourself, but
dang.
Take a friend.
Instead of keep the tab down.
Yeah, but take a friend.
Go by
you know what I'm saying? Because it's a very sexy date night. You want to wear heels and a little dress. It's a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? So very cute, very cute. So definitely go to St. Cecilia's. My last one is Two Urban Licks, mostly because it's my favorite. Yes. Okay. I love Two Urban Licks. It's always so cute and sexy in there. I had my birthday party there a couple of years ago, and I had a great time. But I always start with the salmon chips, which are my favorite. Girl, I had to put the paper down and just put my hands together for the salmon chips. Love the salmon chips. They are so good. They're smoked salmon. They have this chipotle cream sauce, more capers, and red onion. So good. I could eat that just all night. I really don't have to have nothing else, but they have good food. So I also had chicken empanadas, and they served that with avocado cream and a pico de gallo sauce with feta cheese. And then the calamari there is excellent. Did I say excellent for the calamari? Oh my God. And then I had the smoked brisket with the burnt collard greens, burnt in collard greens, because the meat in there is like a smoky burnt meat, like the brisket that they took off, and it was like the good crispy part.
Sounds good.
So good,
Not
right?
Y'all didn't hear that? She did.
And you gotta
That's how you do when something real good. You gotta
you gotta
make the
shake
noises
it. You gotta shake
and
it. Yes.
You see me dancing it, and you know it's there.
You know it's good. So start in with the fried pie or the warm upside pineapple upside down cake. Girl, I don't know where that came from. Yes. I'm looking at Sunday like it must have rubbed off on me.
Listen,
Anyway.
No.
Anyway, 2 Urban Licks, definitely. And you can find 2 Urban Licks in Atlanta. I'm sorry, I thought I
There
had
you
the
go.
address with me, but there you go. It's like 2 Urban Licks, but that's it
Use
for
Google.
Dish Diaries of a Diva. And I hope that you guys try those restaurants sometime soon.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Try to Urban Licks.
Listen, when I tell y'all, look, I be going out to eat. It's not easy.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
And then I have to make myself. Now I really have to make myself go out, so I can do the review. And it's like, dang. And I see so many restaurants. Like next week, I'm gonna try. And I really shouldn't even mention it, but I'll try next week.
Can you remember it's Black History Month? I want you to try some black.
Well, that's what I was gonna mention. I was gonna mention Mimi's. So I'm looking forward to trying Mimi's. Mimi's breakfast restaurant is off of Martin Luther King. It's off of MLK and 285 in Adamsville. Okay. So I saw her restaurant on TikTok. Girl, when I tell you I almost ran over there. Yes, I have to go try it. So I'm coming, Mimi, this week. Don't worry. You're going to see me. Don't worry. You're going to see me. I'm going to have to, go to work a little bit extra late. You hear me, Latrita? I'm going to have to go to work a little bit extra late, because I'm going to Mimi's.
That was me. I was at one time. That's what we did. My husband and I. We just used to go to all these restaurants here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But it's so many now.
There is.
Where all of them came from.
When I tell you there's so many restaurants, and so many good black restaurants that have just opened up or been opened up or, up and coming. It's just, it's too many to try. You have to make a decision on something. But yeah, definitely.
We're going to need that list then, sis. Because I haven't found any good restaurants.
Oh, girl.
No. And I feel like I've been a lot of places, but they're either overpriced, overrated, automatic gratuity, bad service, bad customer service. And I ain't trying to get down on Atlanta now. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that maybe I've been to a lot of the wrong places. And my experiences have been not good. So I seem to find better experience than like the franchise places. But the ones that are privately owned, it's like always some type of issue, and it seems like the people that are servicing you can just do whatever. There's no repercussions for that. If you have a franchise place, you can call corporate. Right. It's like here, who do you call? Who do you call?
Call your mama.
Right. You call Brian because he's the owner. You got to find Brian. So that has kind of been an experience for me as far as like good food in Atlanta.
That too. Yeah.
It ain't just me now.
It's
a whole bunch of folks.
What Keith Lee said.
And then lately, like I haven't been impressed, like even with some of the normal spots. I ain't gonna name no names, but some of the normal spots that I have been going to, like the service quality has went down. The food is not good, and the thing is, you're only as good as your leader.
Right.
When you have something like any business, you're only as good as your leader. So if the leader isn't good, neither is going to be the quality, the service, or the food.
Right. Yeah.
So what I find is a lot of people with money, I will just say, Atlanta is filled with like that. That little California Beverly Hills vibe now. And you have so many people that are just investing the money to throw up the restaurant, but they're not hands-on. They're not actually in it. So they're not running it. They just had the money to invest in it. Someone else is running it. You get what I'm saying? It's different if I'm a chef, like how it used to be. And I open up a restaurant and I'm the chef and I'm there. I'm cooking, I'm overseeing, I'm speaking to people. You know what I mean? Like the menu is directed by me. So it's like now it's some of everything, like even Lil Baby got a restaurant now. And I heard that food was just like over salty, over this. And it's like, Lil Baby ain't coming up in this restaurant. So it's like, you're not even a restaurant per se guy. You know what I mean? Not to say that it can't be done. I'm just saying you have a lot of people that's just throwing up restaurants. Yeah. And, they're not hands-on with it. Yeah. So the quality of service is just
Poor.
you got, especially in that first realm, like in that first year, definitely. The second year too, like you really got to be hands on in your business. You can't really give the reins to somebody else because you're still building. You want to make sure it's right, that it elevates. So, and then what do they have to go on? If you're letting them run it, then it's pretty much it's their stuff. They're the leader. You know what I'm saying? Until you show them how you want your business to run. That's what you got to show them.
But I got to be in the restaurant business to know, or at least have done the research. And not to say he ain't got his hands in nothing and don't know. I'm just saying that I feel like a lot of things are just being thrown up and people don't technically know anything about the restaurant business.
I haven't been there, but the stuff that I heard was good so far. So I don't know. Maybe it's mixed reviews.
Yeah, because hopefully it depends on your
taste buds, your palate. What?
Your reason behind going to the restaurant, because some people go because of the hype of it, the aesthetics. It's good to take pictures, photo ops, things like that. Then you have these restaurants, the super high fancy ones that have the drinks with the smoke and all of this, so of course those things look beautiful when you posting them on Instagram, but as far as the quality of the food, it may not really be up to par.
That's true.
Now there's a restaurant that it's a breakfast spot that I go to frequently, and that's Atlanta Breakfast Club.
Okay.
I love Atlanta Breakfast Club. I love the story behind the guys because they actually used to work for a breakfast spot before things went left. They all quit, got together, and started their own business. So they are. Sorry,
I'm not with her today. Not today.
But so they are well informed with how the business goes.
Okay. Because they were doing it. That's what I'm saying.
They were
actually cooking.
So,
and we created a restaurant.
I tell you, the food is amazing.
It is. It's one of my favorites too.
Yeah. It's like a cafeteria style setting. So it's not one of those restaurants where you're gonna get super fly and try to go to anything like that. You
so like chill.
But you're gonna have good food.
Yeah,
gotcha.
You know
they do, and they got a little club outside. It's
it
is a breakfast club,
but I don't think I got the right thing. But we didn't even start talking about the drinks here in Atlanta because I ain't had not one good drink since I've been here. It's like who the HELL is bartender in here. Like,
where are you going? Look,
I be everywhere. I be at Spondividus. I be at Louisiana. What is it, Bistris or whatever? I've been to a lot of places, but even in the clubs though, like all the bars and stuff. Now I haven't been to like Magic City and all of that, but we talking about just the regular bars around here. Like I went, and every time I get a drink, the Long Island ain't Long Island. It look like it's long, but it's missing the island. The lemon drop tastes like they didn't got the lemon up out of the
every lemon drop is different.
The dish.
Every restaurant.
And I try them everywhere I go. So I haven't found a good one yet. I haven't found a good drink. And then they don't put no alcohol in it. It's like $20 for a drink, and I got about 10 of them before I even get a buzz. Like, what are y'all putting in there? The liquor from the Dominican Republic? Like, what's going on? So I'm just saying. Well, it was a point in time in the DR where
you couldn't drink liquor. Yeah.
No, where they had ran out of liquor. So they started mixing water with it, and there were customers that were literally dying because they were like being poisoned because the ratio wasn't right. Y'all didn't hear about that?
That's what I was talking about. Yes.
So it's like, what are y'all doing with the liquor here? I go home because I'm from Chicago. Yeah, I go home, and I gotta uptalk my city. I ain't trying to down talk nobody else's city. But I go home, literally, I buy 2 drinks, I'm out of there. I can't even drink no more. Long Island is Long Island in, okay? They is porn. I'm talking about porn. $10. Tastes like a Long Island, strong like a Long Island, and you only need 2 and you own about your business. So I don't know. I guess somebody got to show me this city.
You are so right. There's a spot in Brooklyn that I met one of my girlfriends at. And while I'm sitting there waiting at the bar, I told the guy, because I love Bailey's. Bailey's is my favorite drink.
I like Bailey's.
So there's this drink that's sort of like a Bailey's.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. Like a cask and cream type thing. I told him, I said, okay, I'll have that. So while I'm sitting, I'm fidgeting with my phone. I just see the bartender just pouring
Bailey's?
Pouring different alcohol.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, damn, whoever getting that, they getting He slid that thing to me. I was like,
You said that's not my drink.
Right.
Oh.
I mean, he was like 10 different drinks in it.
That's how it goes.
Listen, halfway, I was done. I was
And
done.
that's how it's supposed to be. I shouldn't have to spend $200 just
But
to even
That's
get
what they want. They want your $200.
Chicago pizza. I done been there. I know y'all done
Nancy's?
been to Chicago pizza.
Nancy, Chicago.
No, Chicago pizza. It's like where they it's supposed to be like a, similar to things they sell in Chicago.
Oh no,
But it's
I
like a
haven't
little
been there.
club bar. They have pizza and Chicago wings and all that stuff. There I've been to some place out in Duluth.
You
I
right
done
there,
been
girl.
all around here. The place in Duluth, what is it called? Child, I can't think of it right now. Oh,
Okay.
Theory Restaurant and Lounge.
Oh, okay. Oh, you
Never
telling
heard
me
of that
something?
either, huh?
Mm-mm.
It's a bar. They have live
Yeah,
music
I don't
on
know.
Fridays. Drinks the
Okay.
same. All that stuff is the same. I got a what did I get? A strawberry Long Island. It literally tastes like NyQuil, like medicine. Like I was sick and it's something my mama fixed me. I said,
No,
Lord
they coulda had that
Jesus.
back. Excuse me.
In Atlanta, get you a straight shot and a splash of something and leave it alone. Don't even try it.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
definitely got to be
just
going
leave it
to
alone.
the wrong location.
Gotta
I don't know
be.
who's
That's
taking
why
you
I'm like, I
outside.
don't know.
But
I
don't
know
have
when
to go
y'all
outside
tell
with
me,
me.
like when I talk to y'all good people, they be like, hey, go here, try there. And I try there and I'll be like, this
Y'all
ain't
you
it.
gotta ask
Look, y'all
drinkers.
who?
Are
Look.
they drinkers? You
right,
understand what I'm
that's
saying?
true too, because they might not be drinkers.
That's true.
Because if they're going to, if they're
Yeah,
going to
because
certain
you got a lot of smokers here.
yeah, if they're going to
Most
certain
smokers
spaces,
and
they can
drinkers.
advise you, like, because the hookah may be good, or
Yeah.
the music
I
may
got
be
you.
good. So you
Mhm.
gotta like, where can I get a good
Drink.
That's
Okay.
that you gotta leave
I
with
got
that.
you. I got you. I'm learning. It's
I'ma
only been
write
2
a
years,
list for
y'all.
you.
Give me a little bit more time.
Because she know what a good drink's at.
You know what a good drink's at?
Have you been to Italian sushi over in EAV?
Mm-mm.
Italian sushi.
Over in East
I
Atlanta
love
Village.
East Atlanta Village.
Go to Italian
Buseco.
sushi in East Atlanta Village and ask for raw or Issa and be like, Sunshine sent you, and she said make me a drink.
There you go.
Okay, write it down. Look,
There
you
you go.
heard it first.
Okay.
And actually, while you
Shout out to
talking
Ra
over in
and
East
Issa.
Atlanta Village, that's where you want to go get a good drink at.
But y'all gotta think, when people first come to Atlanta, first of all, the first place you ain't trying to run is to the hood, okay? Because you don't know nothing about the hood, so you ain't just trying to run over there. You going in Buckhead,
Well, East
you
Atlanta
going in
Village is like a
Brookhaven.
eclectic area of East Atlanta where it's a lot of different bars and
Little scene.
clubs and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and it's a multicultural.
Yeah.
It's everybody.
It's everybody.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Go over there.
The place we bumped heads at, I can't think of what it was called. Remember that night I bumped heads with you
Oh,
guys?
the little
That's
club.
Our Bar
Our Bar.
ATL. I'm
Yeah.
going there. I'm actually go to Our Bar. I'm going there
Now-
tonight to perform. Yeah.
Now the vibe in there was, y'all know what the vibe was, but I will say, like, it was cool. Like, I liked it. It was a totally different vibe from any place I've been to in Atlanta, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And the drinks were
It's about to be
okay.
there tonight. Pull
They
up.
were okay. But I felt like people was just cool and so very laid back. It's like it was almost like everybody was a stoner, and I'm just like,
And
but
there you
I
have
don't
it.
smoke, so I'm in there trying to not choke off secondhand smoke, but in the same strength, like they were lit up in there. You didn't come that night.
No.
I asked about you. You didn't come.
But you can in that kind of space, even if you're not a smoker or you know what I'm saying, you can just come and
Vibe.
in
Yeah.
and vibe in. You know what I'm saying?
And we vibes.
Yes.
We definitely vibes.
Right
Yes.
down the street from there, Handlebar and God doggone
Crew
no, the pizza place.
that I met y'all at the pizza place that y'all ended up going to.
Edgewood.
Yeah.
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 You can get good.
And see, I ate that pizza, and I ain't like that pizza.
You didn't like
No,
it?
see,
Now
I'm
you
from
can't come
Chicago.
from Chicago pizza
It's
and
not a
just eat
Chicago
any type of
pizza, but it's a
pizza.
Oh,
good
she just
pizza.
saying you can't
That
come from
pizza
Chicago.
was not
Period.
good.
You're not
I
gonna
don't know what
find
you
no
got. I
good-
love
You know what? We
good
got the
pizza.
chicken
Hold on
pizza.
now. What we not gonna do though?
I want to
Let's
go
come
where
on
you
here and
eat
talk
pizza,
about my
okay?
folks, but
It
No,
was.
I love
I got the
Edgewood
chicken
pizza.
pizza, so maybe I got the. I don't eat pork anymore, so
I don't eat meat.
so you got cheese pizza.
I don't eat cheese.
And see,
So what kind of pizza you got?
I get a veggie
crust
pizza,
pizza?
baby, with no cheese, and they put my sauce on there, baby. Yes, it's a good pizza. But see, it's a good.
That ain't no pizza.
It is. It's
That's some
almost a
damn
good
crust.
New York, but it's,
And sauce.
What is she talking
listen,
about?
my
And
pizza
sauce.
be good, baby. They put all the stuff on there I want. It be scrumptious. But everybody
No.
love Edgewood.
I had
But
the
it's
cheese
more.
pizza.
It's not like a Chicago slice, but it's more like on a New York slice, so to speak. You tried it?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I have yet to go to a spot that gave me New York pizza.
Really?
Okay.
Yes.
No. And y'all hear from somebody that's been longer than me, so
California.
y'all back up off
They
me.
told me Fellini's. They told me
not Fellini's. I like
No.
They told me all these
Nancy's.
other places.
No.
I haven't had no
You
pizza
need to
close.
go to the spot downtown. I can't think of the name of it, but they come from New York. They sell New York slices.
I'd rather
And they
eat
sell the
Pizza Hut.
just-
Hell, if that's the case.
That's what I do.
I mean, I'm just saying the pizza. Why I gotta pay $20
She said
for it
she'd
when I
rather
just
eat
pay
Pizza Hut.
$7 for 12 pizzas? Hell, I mean, if that's the case, if I'm gonna eat the pizza, I mean, it's no shade,
Listen,
but you know,
I cannot.
you know, I have no good Chinese food. Y'all don't even want me to start getting on the Chinese food because why is the rice yellow? Is it curry rice?
Where are you eating
Okay,
Chinese
so-
food? Here we go
Hold on.
again. Okay.
I think rice supposed to be yellow. That's fried rice.
No.
Our Chinese food, real Chinese food, is not yellow.
It's brown.
It's brown.
It is brown.
It is brown.
Okay.
And ain't no peas in it and carrots. Why is it peas in
There is peas and carrots in fried rice. It's
real
not fried
Chinese
rice without
food?
it.
There are no
So you gotta know
peas.
what
Yes.
Chinese
There are no
you're dealing with.
carrots.
Some of them ain't Chinese, some of them probably Cantonese or
Vietnamese.
Japanese or
If I
Vietnamese.
get fried rice without
or-
peas and carrots, I'm
Let's
fighting.
be
Hold on.
honest.
Oh,
All the
In
rice
our
I used to eat in
restaurants,
New
in
York
the
was
Chinese
yellow.
restaurant is Mexicans cooking. So
well, that's how I
they
eat.
Chinese
Well.
in front, but it's Mexican in the back.
She just
Wait a minute,
demystified.
what Chinese restaurant?
I said what I said.
Not
So
at
back
Chin
up off
Chin
me.
too, and not at
Back
Hong
up
Kong
off me.
City.
Not at Chin Chin
baby.
2. Yeah, Chin Chin 2 got the authentic.
Yeah, and not at Hong Kong
Ponce de
City.
Leon.
At Hong
Gotta go to
Kong
that
City.
one.
But let me say, since I done said 7 things bad, let me say one thing good. Now the
Yeah, you
nightlife
gonna get up
scene,
off my
because
damn
you know,
seat right over
I
here,
want them to
okay?
come for me.
Look, this supposed to
You
be
know,
Black
'cause they
Girl
like,
Magic.
what you come here for then? Business, not to eat apparently, but on another
Listen, I'm
note,
gonna need you to go to some other spaces.
Atlanta nightlife
okay?
is popping though. That's one thing that y'all definitely got in the bag is the nightlife. If you looking for a nightlife, if you still about that life, you know, I got knee pads and tiger bone, but I'm still about that life. You know, I rub my knees down before I leave out, you know. So I'm still about that life. But y'all nightlife is banging. I will say that. I had to say,
Look,
nightlife is
okay.
banging.
Listen,
And this is why I love Sophia. I promise.
She gonna take it all the way to the head. Listen,
and
speaking
on that
of-
note,
on that
going
note,
to some dope ish.
You ain't never seen a dope girl grinding, seen a dope girl grinding like me. Nah, I'm the pop up shop. What you need? I'ma grab every bag I can touch. See, 6 months in any track, take over, time's up. Gotta bounce, queen, please. Move to the next hot block. Get your guap, never stop. Fuck with me.
And it's your fave dope girl from around the way, Sunday Jones, and this is your dope east segment. So today, I'm just gonna shout out some black girl magic. How about that? From all genres of all places. That pretty much the ladies in this room mess with. This was a collective.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna go down the list real quick. Angela Bassett, Viola Davis, Whoopi Goldberg, Taraji P. Henson, Cicely Tyson, Halle Berry, Regina King, Cree Summer, Erica Alexander, Journey Smollett, Storm Reed, Yara Shahidi, Tracy Ellis Ross, Erica Badu, Marsha Ambrosia, Her, Queen Latifah, Lil' Kim, MC Light, Mary J. Blige, Sister Soldier, Aaliyah, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, Whitney Houston, Remy Ma, Diana Ross, Beyonce, Fantasia, Alicia Keys, Tiana Taylor, Maya Angelou, Angela Davis, Michelle Obama, Harriet Tubman, Nikki Giovanni, Young Yana, Indigo Bay, Arlene Army, Wanda Sykes, Amanda Seals, Tassili Ma'at, Angie Martinez, Just Hilarious, Wendy Williams, Kathy Hughes, Kels from Hits 92.3 and all the Hits 92.3 family, Stephanie Stallworth, Wanda Smith, and I can keep going and going and going. Joyce
Good
Patel. I just wanted to acknowledge, and I know I missed like a slew and a whole lot of people.
No, Oprah.
Oprah Winfrey.
There you go.
Just everybody. I can't even name them
Serena
all.
Williams.
Yeah, y'all can shout some out. But it's so many people. It's so much black girl magic on the planet.
My mama.
Hello,
mamas.
let's go. Just Jada Pinkett.
You mean
Queen
before the
of
alopecia?
Four. Just it's so much black girl magic on the earth. Shout out to all my W's. That's my DNA. Shout out to all the ladies in my family and all the ladies of Fire Radio. And y'all families, all the women in you guys' families, and Sophia and all the women in your family. Shout out to all the black girl magic on the planet. I just wanted to give a few highlights. That is nowhere near or far what the black girl magic on this planet Earth really is. So take a moment and sit back and think about all your ancestors, your lineage, your women that came before you that set the pave of who you are and where you're going. What they instilled in you to help you be who you are today, whether good, bad, ugly, or whatever, they gave you something. So reflect on all the black girl magic that surrounds you. Look at your sister and lift her up. You know, share a good word if they're down. Just remember the magic that you have can uplift the next young lady sitting beside you because she may not, her head may be down today. So remember the magic that you have is worth sharing. And it's super special, and it's no other magic like your magic. Your magic is dope AF. So remember that. And that is my dope-ish for the day.
So much magic, I feel like I've been sprinkled on.
I swear.
Yes.
I got to give a special shout out to my mama. She gave me a perm when I was 3.
Oh.
That's why I'm still struggling now. Black girl magic.
Listen,
let me stop.
We're gonna put you on a comedy tour. Okay.
But speaking of black girl magic, we do have black girl magic in the room amongst all of us. But our special guest, Sophia Millions, Bracy.
Listen,
she gave me a middle name, y'all. I like it.
Listen, because your Instagram is Sophia Millions, right?
For sure.
When
Yes,
I seen
ma'am.
that, I was like, I love her. I was like, Sophia Millions.
Manifestation,
Because it's
baby.
manifestation
Period.
already. Yes.
Let's put it out there.
Put it out there. Tell us a
Definitely.
little bit about you and what you got going on and why you moved to the A.
I know, because they're going to be talking crap
Yes,
about me
baby.
already.
I'm
Why
gonna
Why
need
she
you.
come here?
Why she came in my city? Because it wasn't as cold as Chicago. We're in January and it feels great outside, okay? So hi everybody, my name is Sophia Bracy, better known as Sophia Millions. I came to Atlanta actually because I'm into healthcare staffing. So I've been in healthcare for over 20 years. I have been a nurse probably for over 18 years. I started as a CNA, LPN, RN, and now a family nurse practitioner. Come on.
Let's go.
Yes,
Let's go.
Took me 17 years to graduate, but I'm here, you know. So I started in Chicago with my healthcare staffing agency. I had worked for the hospital for a very long time, and I ended up having a baby a little bit later in life, which for y'all that don't understand, it means over 35 dinosaur years at that point. So so with that, I was, you know, sickly, and I had to end up going on bed rest, and my job let me go. You know, so that just goes to show you that, you know, you can work for these people, pull overtime, extra time, all the time, anytime. But when it boils down to something going on with you, they could care less. So I ended up losing my job. And it's not like, you know, as a nurse, obviously we can find another job, but I wasn't at the capacity to do so. I was literally on bed rest for like 5 or 6 months, like a very, very long time. It was a crazy pregnancy. That meant my eggs were old. But anyways, so I had to figure out what was it that I was gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, what was I gonna do with myself to make money? I had money saved up, but eventually, obviously, that money runs out, right? So I ended up, you know, having the baby. Money was running out, and for some reason, I received the email from Spectacular. Y'all know Spectacular from Pretty Ricky, right? And it was a Ground Zero Summit or something like that, and their tickets was like $28. And I was like, I don't really know nothing about this, but you know, it's $28. I guess I could invest in it and just see what it's about. And so I spent the $28. It was like a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of nothing but, man, when I tell y'all 15 people a day just throwing it at y'all, I'm talking about killing you with just business information, how to start a business, credit information, business credit, you know, getting funding, you know, ideas to start a business. Like, it was crazy. And so that's what got my wheels turning. And I was like, okay, well, what skills do I have? What am I good at other than being a nurse? And just being a nurse, what can I package and sell? I'm like, okay, none. So what do I know? I'm like, what do I know at that time? I'm very starting at ground zero at this point. So I'm like, okay, well, I worked for an agency for a lot of years, 15 years, because I was always the type of nurse that, I don't do well with authority. And a lot of times, nurse managers abuse authority. Yeah. So it's one thing, me already having issues, and then you abusing authority on top of that. That's just not a good fit for me. So I found it easier for me to survive in nursing because I was surviving by just being an agency nurse, because I'm literally there one day. I may not come back to another month. And so, you move around to a lot of different places, which means that the nurses don't get to know your face. So therefore they don't pay you no mind. Right. So leave me be. And I'm like, okay, well, this agency stuff could be something that I might be able to start. So I start looking and figuring out, well, how do I learn? What do I do? What do I need? Nobody was teaching it. There were no mentors. Everybody that owned the agency, they were non-Black. Wasn't even a healthcare professional. Right. So it's like, who do you turn to get this information? So, I learned how to do an LLC. That's first and foremost, and how to set up a business. I did that. And it's a shame that, there was literally no one in my circle or around me that I could even go to and say, hey, how do you start a business? Right. Where do you get money from to run this business? Like, what do I do? Because people going to tell you, go to the bank and get a loan. Banks ain't gonna give you no loan. Right. How do I do that? They'll give you a loan, $50,000 for a damn AMG Mercedes Benz that you can't afford, but won't give you a loan so that you can start a business or a house. Get your life right. But they won't give you the money for a business. You got to come with all these extracurricular things. So it was a trial and error between starting, trying to figure out how to get the contracts, how to bring the resources together. And I started with $1,000. That's literally where I started. My credit score at the time was probably like a child or probably a 580, and it's just not having the knowledge. Right. God says my people will perish due to lack of knowledge. Right. So I didn't have the knowledge to be like, okay, credit is important. You just be like, okay, it's my credit. Okay, whatever. Yeah. You don't know anything. So I didn't understand how important personal credit was to unlock the doors when it comes to starting and growing a business. You got to start there, because that's where your resource is. Yep. So anyways, I started the agency, and the very first contract that I got was at an insurance agency that was like a Blue Cross Blue Shield. Okay. And I was working that contract at that time myself. Plus trying to care for a little baby and, figure it out, because I'm starting all over at this point. Right. My child was 18 or 20, something like that at the time. So I'm literally starting all over with figuring out how to be a new mom, but also how to push this thing, and make it work. So anyways, how did I get to Atlanta? So I know Atlanta is pretty much like, it's a hub for Black businesses to thrive. People might not like you, but they'll support you. You know what I mean? I feel like Atlanta is no in between. You either there or you either there. Like everybody's a celebrity, right? Yeah. You come here and you get a Lambo and they like, that's a toy. You in Chicago, you got a Lambo. They like, oh my God, you got a Lambo. It's like here in Atlanta, no one cares. Yeah. So it's a different vibe here. It's completely different.
It's
but
so much everybody has one, but everybody's on their own itch. Like everybody's grinding to get it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like you trying to get what you're trying to get. I'm trying to get, and we keep pushing. Everybody's a collab, There you go. Yeah, definitely.
So I started my first physical office location. I'd gotten that far to get an office, and I said, you know what, Atlanta would be a great place to start next. Okay. So that's how I ended up in Atlanta.
All right.
I still don't like the food, but that's how I am.
Welcome to Atlanta. So what you got to do, we got to come up with some solutions now, because we ain't going to keep talking about my city. So what we're going to do, we're going to come up with some solutions about this food.
They're going to get me out.
Yes. We're going to have Sophia open up a whole restaurant. No? We need you to open up a restaurant.
That service is going to be terrible. We're going to be shut down in a month.
Oh, Lord. Listen.
And she can't cook either.
Listen, we're going to have Sean D give you a list of places where you're going to get you some drinks. Definitely. And then we're going to have to give you a list of places where you're going to get you some good food. Because obviously you ain't going to the right place.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get your look for Atlanta up.
Y'all gonna get me right. Yes, okay, they're gonna get me right. They're gonna get me right.
Yes, and we're gonna get you right. Okay. So tell us, so how has that been going for you since you come and started how's it been going? And I love how you started from, before you answer that, I love how you elaborated on where you started from. You know what I'm saying? Like you started with $1,000, but you got it done. You know what I'm saying? That was you pulling that black girl magic. Like, I can do this. It's hard. It's rough. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going to figure it out. And sometimes that's what we got to do.
For sure.
You know, we got to research it ourselves. And because we don't always have somebody to help us or somebody to show us what to do.
For
and
sure.
we got to do it so we can do what we got to do.
Yeah.
And how's it going for you now? How's it been so far?
That was the ancestor magic, because I needed all the ancestors. Okay. But I'm gonna give you the true answer, not the politically correct answer. When I first got to Atlanta, child, I went off the bucket with haywire. I was partying. I wasn't doing nothing. Okay. I still had my office in Chicago. I'm like, I done came to Atlanta. I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere. Just trying to, be about this life. Just really having fun and enjoying. Yeah. So, that just goes to show you that, even with focus and maturity and different things, you still can get kind of slap box off your steps. So, you have to be careful. So I came, with the intent of being very focused, but then I got unfocused with the nightlife and just yada, yada, yada.
Unfocus you, baby.
So, after I got tired of that and tired of the service and tired of the food, the drinks, and the gratuity, I said, let me sit my behind on down, because it seems like every place is just the same. And when I got here, I also was single. So the date scene was just scaring the hell out of me. I'm talking about literally, it opened my mind up to a whole new genre, because I wasn't ready. So when I was like, dating and doing different things, and I'm like, oh wow, this wasn't it. So I realized that, yeah, my husband will not be here in Atlanta. He will be somewhere else. He could be floating in the damn clouds, but he just won't be here in Atlanta. So that did it for me. So I was like, okay, cool. So, then I got focused. I got focused and stopped, doing all of that other stuff and got focused and got things together. And now I am just pushing. I realized also that there are so many people that want to do this business, but yet they don't have anyone that looks like them that they could go to. Yeah. So then I said, you know what? I ain't gatekeeping. Let me mentor. It's a benefit. It's a benefit for me to teach, but it's also a benefit for others to have someone to mentor under. So I started to teach others how to do so. And then right now I'm working on this second office location that hopefully I'll be locking down in the next couple of weeks, and adding on some additional services to what we already do. So expanding.
Let's go. Well, shouts out to you.
Thank you.
And with that, I'm trying to get like you. So this is Girl Like Me with Jasmine Sullivan and her.
I made a profile on Tinder, since you left me to be with her. I think that means I'm getting desperate. Wish I could return the sender, but you don't love me no more. And I don't even know what for. Knew it was real when you blocked me. I was sitting home judging my body, wondering what I did to lose you. Why in the hell you ain't choose me? Why you don't love me no more? Yeah. I don't even know what for. Nah, just wanted something different. Still don't know what I was missing. What you asked, I would give. It ain't right how these hoes be winning. Why they be winning? Yeah, no hope for a girl like me. How come they be winning? Yeah, and I ain't wanna be, but you gon' make a whole out of me. Yeah, you gon' make me a gold digger. Maybe I should look like a stripper, wearing fashion over dresses. Why these dudes be so pressed and impressed with it? Leave me with no choice. I can't do this good girl shit no more. Just wanted something different. Still don't know what I was missing. What you asked, I would've given. It ain't right how these hoes be winning. Yeah, they be winning.
beautiful girl like me. How come they be winning? And I ain't wanna be, but you gon' make a whole out of me.
Y'all niggas been making us sad. They say y'all don't know how we made. So we started to like we don't care. Cause y'all niggas been taking us there. You don't want us no more. Ooh, it brings us to the core. I must want something different. Still don't know what you was missing. What you asked, I would've given. It ain't right. How these hoes been winning? Why they be winning? Oh, girl like me. How come they be winning? I ain't wanna be, but you gon' make a whole out of me. Oh, I'll be. Yeah. That's what you wanted. That's what you get. Oh, I'll be. Look what you did, kid. Yeah, oh, I'll be. See what you did to me.
Hey, what's going on? It's your man Putu, and I'm rocking with Fiye Radio on 92.3. Yeah.
And we are back on Hits 92.3, the ladies of Fiye Radio, with our special guest, Sophia Millions Bracy.
She's killing me with these millions, Bracy.
That's right. Because I want you to have these millions.
I know that's right.
I'm telling you. So
I'm gonna buy y'all a drink too, just one.
Sophia.
Look, just one, because y'all know the gratuity. Just one.
Listen, and the gratuity is real. It definitely comes with most of the restaurants in Atlanta.
Okay.
Just be ready for that part. Okay.
I think that comes from a lot of the jobs here are waitress jobs because there are a lot of bars, a lot of clubs, a lot of strip clubs, a lot of all
automatic
nightlife. Like you said, the nightlife here is popping. And waitresses only make a few dollars an hour. And so I think that they added the gratuity because people don't tip.
Right.
And then you can't live off of that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that they just added it.
No.
Sometimes it depends
on the service.
Yeah, it totally depends for me because I definitely will tip extra.
It depends on the service. If it's regular gratuity, you'll get the gratuity. If your service is exceptional, then you might get exceptional tip. If you don't get no exceptional service, then you don't get no exceptional tip.
So I had a question for Sophia.
Y'all cannot take me serious. Like, seriously, y'all cannot take me serious.
No, don't.
I be joking way too much.
Look, part-time. But you were talking about girls like you and how, you were having a hard time, finding somebody like you to help you with your business. So with your business, what have you done to be the girl like you to help others, grow so that, because I know that you have the staffing agency and you also help with credit repair. So tell us how that looks like you're that person that people can go to now.
Well, I mean, I think that came from failing, trial and error and failing so much, you know what I mean? And then figuring it out. So I feel so many times like, hell, you got to figure it out at a certain point, but I kept getting back up. So I had to literally learn marketing. I had to learn sales. I had to learn how to run a business. I had to learn how to fix credit. I had to learn how to build business credit. I had to learn how to get funding. Like, I had to learn a lot. It was a lot because at the end of the day, I wanted to fish for myself. So I didn't want somebody else to teach me how to do it, because if I need to go back, then I gotta go to somebody else. So it's like, let me learn how to do it myself. So my credit score at a point was an 845.
Okay.
Which is hardly, really unheard of. But it ain't there now. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But but it's still good. But I literally got my own credit score up to 845. I literally was able to go and get $250K in business funding for my own business to be able to do what it was that I needed to do. This was things I did on my own. after just having the information. So my program, as far as like my healthcare staffing program where I teach other people, I teach them also the same thing. So I teach them business funding. That's what makes my program different. I see a couple of folks following suit now out here talking about they teaching healthcare staffing. I ain't no hater, but I realize that, a lot of times when people sell programs, it is to sell you something. It costs a whole bunch of money, and then you still have to go and do XYZ before you can get it off the ground. So I wanted my program to be something that you get everything all in there. You just got to do the work. If you don't come out successful, it's because you didn't do the work.
Right.
You literally still have to do the work, but you're getting how to fix your own personal credit. You're getting how to build your own direction. Yeah, I'm teaching you. I'm showing you what to do. I'm giving you the banks. I'm telling you where to go. I'm giving you a play-by-play.
You just got to do it.
You know what I mean? But you have to do the work.
Love it.
And teach you how to start the agency, you know what I mean? Or how to just recruit or whatever it is that you want to do. Because a lot of nurses just want to get out of the hospital and have, freedom, flexibility. So even if I teach them 3 ways to make money in this program, teach them how to permanently place, how to staff per diem, which means nurses working on a rotating basis. And then I also teach them how to staff themselves. So you can pretty much work for yourself and then staff yourself like on a travel contract or whatever it is that you decide to pick up.
It sounds like you can pretty much take those things that you're giving out and apply them to any whatever business you want to do, outside of the technical nursing type of things.
You can staff other things. You can staff IT, mechanics, whatever it is that could be your niche. It doesn't have to necessarily be healthcare.
Right.
I just teach particularly healthcare because healthcare is more intuitive, because the credentialing process is different, because you're getting into the legalities of things now. If I went to go hire a mechanic, I don't have to do anything but do a background check. But when it comes to the nurse, she has to have so many different credentials before I can even put her to work. So we got to have skill checklists. We got to have, make sure a license is valid. You got to do so many checks and balances, even with the state, to make sure that they have no harming, older people, no history of abuse. Like, it's so many things you got to go through before you put them to work. So it's helpful to teach people that aspect of it, because that's a lot of what they don't know. It's not just like staffing somebody. You know what I mean? It would be easier just to staff other things, but if healthcare is your thing, then for sure. Yeah.
So right now we're gonna go to pay some bills, and we'll be right back.
You're tuned in to Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Go over to your Play Store and download Hits 92.3. Don't want to miss your favorite show? Click that tab in the top left-hand corner and set the alarm. You'll never miss another episode. Love all of the shows and can't decide? Then scroll down and rate Hits 92.3, and also leave a message for your favorite radio personality, letting them know what an amazing job they're doing. While you're at it, go over to our Instagram page and follow us on Hits 92.3.
And we're back. Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. And this is Fiye Radio, Flaava In Ya Ear, and we are sitting down with Sophia Millions Bracy, and she is telling us about her. She is telling us about her staffing agency and how she got that started and what that looks like.
Definitely,
I love it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
it was hard work. It's been 5 years.
5 years of you doing the work.
Of me doing the work,
and that's what you got to do.
That's okay.
It's a lot to do, because you got to think about when you come from being a worker and now you're an entrepreneur. You have to learn the administrative side of things. You have to learn how to actually check and balance, meaning accounting a business, what's coming in, what's going out, how to pay people. It's so much into it. And once I started going through that process, I realized why so many minorities just opt not to even do it, because it's so much work.
I'll say it's a lot of work.
It's hard to find people that see your vision, that want to be a part, especially in the beginning. You know what I mean? So it's hard to do that and then have it funnel through. You'll end up doing a lot of those things yourself. And it's a lot. You need like 2, 3, 4, 5 of you.
I wore all the hats.
Yeah.
Child, I was even the construction man and electrician at a point in time. Okay. YouTube, and how do you put this up? So you wear absolutely all of the hats, and you have to be open to learning so much, because I didn't even know how to build relationships. We get in our little bubble and be like, I don't want to talk to people. Like, I don't want to do all that, but you have to build the relationships,
Yeah.
like literally build them out. You know what I mean? And that was another part that was kind of hard for me. Not because I'm shy, just because I ain't no butt kisser. We just gonna say that. So I can't play gay with you for too long. So it was like that was a tough space for me as well. I've learned, also to not be emotional. At first I was so emotional. Like if I came to things and people was acting like they wasn't trying to share or partner or be a part of or be this, and you be like, I got value, I'm trying to bring this to the table. But then I had to realize that it's business, it's not personal. And our relationships are not good relationships. It's like all money ain't good money.
Right.
So I had to look at it as, that's not a relationship that God wanted for me, because if it was, then I would have it.
That's right.
So it's on to the next. But this is definitely a business that no minority is breaking space. And I feel like I just have tipped the iceberg of trying to get in. So I have so much further to go, but I think that it's definitely a space that I can dominate. I think I can be up there with the big dogs, American Mobile Nursing, Favor Healthcare Staffing, and all the rest of them. It can be done as well. It's just all about the business model at this point. So now I'm taking my business to the next level by really focusing in on business models, because every great business has one. A model that you follow, and once you've done this, you prove to be successful. Because that's what franchise businesses are selling. They're selling business models. Strategies is proven to work. So I am continuously learning, scaling and figuring it out still on my own. When I get information, I go and I learn it and I pay for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then I'm bringing it back to, my own buckets, or in my mentorship or whatever the case may be.
So what kind of Black girl magic advice can you give for the young lady that is wanting to start something, and they only got those same $1,000 or less, you know what I'm saying? And they want to start it. What advice would you give them to get it started?
I would say do your research. Definitely look at yourself and figure out, what service you can offer to God's people. What's going to help them? What problem can you solve? And, once you figure out a problem that you can solve, then you want to hone in on your skill. And then once you hone in on your skill, you want to go and start researching how to package that, because there's so much free information on YouTube, to be honest with you, that you can pull together really on your own. There's so much that you can learn. So I would figure out how to package that. And then I would figure out how to start an LLC myself, not going and paying nobody to do it. It's too many free sites that start an LLC for you, or even you can do it yourself by going straight to the Secretary of State, technically, and just styling there and, getting your LLC together.
It's so easy. People don't know.
It's so easy.
You just got to follow the steps and
pretty much get your EIN. All that stuff is free. Get your business bank account. You definitely gonna need that. And just do all of your base things to get that going, and also give it a name that is not your grandmama name, not your little baby name, not your boo-boo name. Okay, give it a name that is going to be legit across the board, because you're running a legit business. So I don't want Sophia's agency. That's not going to work. You know what I mean? It just, when people look at it, it looks like it's not of profession. So you have to always think about, everything you're doing in a professional manner, so that your business can establish an authority in that space and where you can be respected for that.
Right. I think that's great about you, because not only do you teach financial literacy, you teach business literacy. For sure. And, you go beyond to make sure they understand. So that's a lot of Black girl magic right there, because you're teaching them how to do their own, and be their own, bosses. So I'm sorry.
She went right there and went right there.
Try to maneuver, but yes, definitely, for those that couldn't hear me. Yeah, so definitely. So I think that's really important, Sophia, that you do that, and that you're teaching not only the financial but the business literacy, and showing us how to move forward and progress and get out of the bottom to get to the top. And then, like you said, you're moving forward, you're manifesting, but you're also manifesting for other people. So that's amazing. Thank you.
I just want to tiptoe back to something you said about when you enter in spaces that may not be familiar with you, with just meeting people. How did you overcome that? To make yourself assertive, to kind of introduce yourself to,
I think that I don't want this to be a long answer, but I want to give the true answer. When I started this thing, I had imposter syndrome. And with that, it was more or less like, yourself saying, okay, I can do it. But the other part saying like, you can't do it. You trying to be something, that you're not. And you feel like an imposter, like this is a space you're not supposed to be in because you've never been here before. And so when I would go, I would be pretty quiet because I felt like, well, what am I going to talk to these people about? They're not even doing healthcare staff and they all doing credit and Turo and Airbnb and everything that I really wasn't involved in. But there was really no healthcare staffing fairs that was going on for me to be at. So I felt just unwarranted in these types of rooms. And then I realized, because I didn't even take pictures. I met hella celebrities and just didn't even take pictures, didn't even care. Because I'm like, they ain't special to me. What I'm taking a picture with them for?
Yeah.
But I had to learn. One of my good friends said something to me one day. She explained the story to me and I took that and then I started realizing like, what do I have to lose?
Nothing.
This business is everything. This is my generational wealth. This is the trust for my children. This is my legacy. This is what I'm leaving behind. What do I have to lose? And that's how I looked at it. So only thing they can say is no or don't talk. But again, that's removing the emotional out of it and looking at it as this is just business. This is not personal. I was taking it personal at first, but then I realized this is just business. So I can just talk and network and, if we vibing, we vibing. And if we ain't, we ain't. And that's just what it was. It wasn't personal to me no more. I didn't care. I didn't feel like an imposter. I felt like I earned my spot at this point. That you should be lucky to talk to me, not me being lucky to talk to you.
Yes.
I have something to bring to this table as well. And, once I gained that mentality, I think a lot of things changed for me.
Okay. So you got out your own way.
Pretty much. And we all in our own way.
Yes,
I struggle with that. I struggle with that a lot.
Being in your own way.
Not being in my own way, just like being assertive in certain spaces. Like I feel like I don't know. Like I'm trying to
sit back.
I'm trying to sell myself.
Yeah,
like,
but
hey,
you don't have
I'm
to.
a this.
I like the way
that,
she.
I
like the way she explained it. Imposter syndrome. Yeah.
So
you feel like you don't belong there. You're not good enough.
Not that I don't belong or I'm good enough. I know I'm good anywhere I go. That's one thing.
Okay, girl. Look at that black girl magic neck came out.
No, but my issue is just selling myself. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So like one of the females that I met at the sesh, she came up to me and she started talking to me. So once I started telling her everything I do, she was like, "Well, look at you."
With your quiet self.
Right.
Because
just standing there would seem like I have nothing going on, but I actually got a lot going on.
Right.
Yeah,
you do.
So exactly. But I'm not that type of person that's like, hey, I'm a, like I'm not that.
Right. You're not bragging.
Approach it like that,
right.
Though. You can just.
So that's what I'm saying.
Hey, how you doing? I'm so and so, and you say it could just be an introduction, and then start. You don't have to be like.
I know,
hey,
but sometimes people annoy me when they do that.
This and that. You know.
Well, you did it. I mean, technically, think about it. So what I realize is that you need to be able to sell from the conversation without selling, right? Because nobody wants to feel like they're being sold to. So it's just like how the person came up talking to you and you explained what you did. If you were offering any type of mentorship or anything, that person probably would be interested in connecting just by knowing what you do. So you don't have to even sell it. It's just having a general conversation, just like we.
But it has to come to me.
You mean like you walking up to them?
I'm not.
So you don't know
you
how
know
to
what
approach.
I do? I say, I will approach and I will say, most of the time I'll be like, hey, how you doing? My name is Sophia. And then they'll say their name and I'll be like, so what type of business are you into? And that's how I start. And they're like, oh, I do credit repair, yada, yada, yada. And then they're going to ask me after that.
Okay.
And so then I can explain what I do. But that's the easiest way I found for me to do.
It's a good
just ask them
icebreaker.
what type of business are you into, Yeah, that's
Yeah.
simple. And you don't feel like you're selling nothing,
That was giving me anxiety walking into that because it's like I don't want to go too deep into it, but I was by myself.
Right.
So, but shout out to Miss Cassandra. She's my first person that I met.
Okay.
And I stuck on to her. Wherever she went, I went. So we kind of just stayed together. But that's just what I do because to avoid having that interaction with people.
It made you comfortable.
Yeah, it's like stranger danger.
You got to get out of that
danger,
comfort
stranger
zone.
danger all around.
Nah, you got to push yourself. It's really it's really about pushing yourself. Like I've pushed myself so hard
got
in
to.
this last 5 years. The person I was 5 years ago is nowhere even close to the woman that I am today.
Girl,
Like in
yes.
no sense of the
I think
word.
you
My
Like,
God.
relate
you know what I
in
mean?
that aspect. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know I
you gotta
definitely
really
can.
push yourself.
So
I
good.
pushed
Yeah.
myself a lot by
Yeah.
really, like really meditating for like 2 years,
Okay.
which was
Okay.
something I had never
Yeah.
did, something I was
meditation
never
is so good.
interested in. I started doing that. I went through such a rough time during that pregnancy that I knew that the old me had to die. Everything about her had to die. How nice she was to people, how she allowed people to use her, how people took her for granted. Because a lot of times you got to realize that, God didn't put you here just to be used up. And a lot of times we be good people, and then when we get played, we be feeling some type of way. Like, why did this person treat me this way? Why did this person do this
You
to me?
allow
Like,
them to.
they're a bad person. And it's like, but where's your accountability at?
Yeah.
Because
You
you,
allow
for one, you attracted this type of person.
Yeah.
That's what you got to ask yourself.
You allow
For
them.
two, you allow this person to do so, and the person gonna only do what you allow them to do.
Absolutely.
So I had to realize, it's being nice within reason and boundary. It's helping with reason and boundary. That I'm not just doing stuff just to be doing stuff. Even when it came to how I deal about life, because so many things hit me, and that's another thing. When you on your way to the top, life will really smack the hell out of you.
Man, what you
So
talking
much
about?
will happen to try to put you
Can
off
I say
your
rewind?
points. Like,
Oh
don't
my
let that stop
God.
y'all. But life will really smack the hell out of you. I lost 2 parents within 3-year time span and had a new baby. Life had literally smacked the hell out of me. My support and the people that I love the most, obviously my parents, both died 1 year after the other, and the other one wasn't even expected. So, having a new baby, going on bed rest, having this horrible pregnancy, then another parent dies, like that would be easy for anybody to give up and just say, you know what,
Yeah, forget it.
I just don't want to do it.
I totally relate.
But it made me stronger, and it made me start digging up things that I had swept under the rug. It made me desire to kill the old person. It made me want it to be reborn. You know what I mean? It made me want to look at life, do things in a different way, be self-aware of myself, forgive the people that have harmed me, but also to get them traumas off under the rug so that I could be in a healthy mental space. So instead of tearing me down, it brought me up.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? It built me in a different way at this point. I had a different strength.
Yes. Well, I want to make sure that you plug yourself, because I know all of these women out here are listening to this big, dope black girl energy and are inspired by, what you've been through and what you're doing and what you're going through. So make sure you plug yourself so they know how to reach out.
Definitely. Y'all already know y'all can find me on Sophia Millions. Not Gracie, but Sophia _Millions. And y'all can find me because I got some Atlanta food in the picture, and I'm like, No, I'm just playing. I'm seriously joking. Y'all gonna get me for that? I'm seriously joking. No, but you can find me on Sophia Millions. _Millions. And if you click my link, my mentorship is there. Some of my ebooks that I wrote on Airbnb and different things out there. My goal is to help folks make money, to get out of a situation and to open up doors to be able to do something different with your life if you so choose. Everybody don't want to own a business. Some people just want to work. But I will tell you this, you will never get to the point of freedom if you continue to work for anybody, because they're going to always cap you at the glass ceiling. When I work for myself, I can make unlimited. When I work for somebody else, they're going to keep me right where they want me to be. And I'm not working 20 years for a $2 raise.
No.
So, that's what you have to think about. What's your
all.
legacy for your kids, for your family? What are you leaving behind? Because I'm not leaving behind a retirement, and I still got to go back to work after I done retired because that money ain't enough. So you got to think about when you get older. It's not just about when you young and moving around and you still got your, you got to think about the later on too.
Yep. And speaking of thinking of the later on, make sure you come and check us out Sunday from 12 to 6, 2/4/24 from 12 to 6 at the New Black Wall Street Market. Come hang out with us. And Dr. Umar, he's speaking at the New Black Wall Street. It's the Black Economics Conference. So make sure y'all pull up to the New Black Wall Street. The address is, did I lose my space?
And make sure you know New Black Wall Street.
8109 Mall Parkway, Stonecrest. So just look up New Black Wall Street Market. It'll bring you out. It's right across the street from Stonecrest Mall.
There you go.
So pull up and pull out from 12 to 6, and the ladies of 5 will be in the building.
Hey.
Yes, and y'all can come check me out tonight at Our Bar ATL. I'll be spitting a little something, and then you can come check me out tomorrow at
Black Girl Magic, baby.
She outside.
Yeah, Black Girl Magic at the Fam Fest. And I'll be headlining, and we'll be at 1080 Donald Lee Highway, Northwest Atlanta, Georgia. And that's from 8 p.m. to 3 p.m. If you want to be my guest, just hit me up. I'll put you on the list. Let's go.
Okay.
8 p.m. to
8
3 a.m.
p.m. to 3 a.m.
Okay.
What I said, 3 p.m.?
You said 3 p.m.
8
Yeah.
p.m. to 3 a.m. We outside, okay? And this is the Fam Fest, and it's on the road to festivals. So I have partnered with a couple of other promoters outside, and we are looking for people to be on all of these wonderful festivals and stages this coming spring and summer. We have some amazing stages for you to hop on. But to do that, you got to be a part of the Fam Fest. Get on the stage and perform. Okay.
There you go.
And with that
I'm gonna
being
be a
said,
backup dancer.
All that
let's
black
go with
girl
the
magic.
backup dance. This is Video India Ari.
Sometimes I shave my legs and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I comb my hair and sometimes I won't. Depending on how the wind blows, I might even paint my toes. It really just depends on whatever feels good in my soul. Not the average girl from your video, and I ain't built like a supermodel, but I learned to love myself unconditionally because I am a queen. I'm not the average girl from your video. My worth is not determined by the price of my clothes. No matter what I'm wearing, I will always be in the RE. When I look in the mirror, the only one there is me. Every freckle on my face is where it's supposed to be. And I know I created it and make no mistakes on me. My feet, my thighs, my lips, my eyes, I'm loving what I see. Not the average girl from your video, and I ain't built like a supermodel, but I learned to love myself unconditionally because I am a queen. Not the average girl from your video. My worth is not determined by the price of my clothes. No matter what I'm wearing, I will always be in the RE. Am I less of a lady if I don't wear pantyhose? My mama said a lady ain't what she wears, but what she knows. But I've drawn the conclusion it's all an illusion. Confusion's the name of the game. A misconception, a mass deception. Something's gotta change. Don't be offended, this is all my opinion. Ain't nothing that I'm saying, Lord. This is a true confession of a life learned lesson I was sent here to share with y'all. So get in where you fit and go on and shine. Clear your mind, now's the time. Put your soul on the shelf, go on and love yourself, cause everything's gonna be alright. Not the average girl from your video. I ain't built like a supermodel, but I learned to love myself unconditionally because I am a queen. Not the average girl from your video. My worth is not determined by the price of my clothes. No matter what I'm wearing, I will always be in the RE. Keep your fancy drinks and your expensive minks. I don't need that to have a good time. Keep your expensive car and your caviar. All I need is my guitar. Keep your crystal and your pistol. I'd rather have a pretty piece of crystal. Don't need your silicone. I prefer my own. What God gave me is just fine. Oh, I'm your girl from the video. And I ain't good at a supermodel, but I learned to love myself unconditionally because I am a queen. Not the average girl from the video. My worth is not determined by the price of my clothes.
It's time for Tiny Topics. Hey guys, it's Tiny going over some tiny topics that we missed for a couple of weeks. First up, shout out to Spelman. They received a $100 million single donation.
Ooh,
Listen,
yes.
that is
From
huge
who?
for HBCU. That is so huge.
Who did I get that from?
I don't know who the donor was.
Okay,
But
okay.
it's one donor.
Listen,
100
that's
million?
amazing.
It was a woman.
It was
It's
a woman,
black-
right?
I
Yes.
believe she's a black woman, but it was a woman. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Okay.
I mean, when I first heard it, I was like, dang, they could have broke it up to the other HBCUs. But I mean, Spelman must have been something
Listen,
special
something
to them.
special.
So
Absolutely.
I'm gonna mind my business and just celebrate them.
Okay,
But-
love it.
Yeah, probably a Spelman alum. Yeah,
Mhm,
so
mhm.
shout out to them. Black Girl Magic. You shouted out Jada.
Yes.
So her son Jaden, he donated school supplies to schools in Africa
Nice.
recently, and I just think that that's so amazing because he's always doing acts of
He
kindness.
is. He
Yes,
is.
and
Really
they don't
is.
showcase it too much. I don't know why.
Which is good too, because I don't think
Yeah.
he's chasing the
No,
clout.
I
you know,
don't think that he is, but I'm just saying, considering that his parents is always in media
Right.
in a negative light, you understand? They
But-
did something
some
so
positive.
amazing. Yeah,
Right.
because the kids are doing
Oh yeah,
really,
he
really
had
well.
he had a clean water project in Africa.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He's
for a
doing a
long time.
lot of things
Yeah.
in Africa, great
Mhm,
things.
mhm,
So
mhm.
shout out to his parents, you
Yeah,
know.
Well, we
They
proud
really-
of you,
yes,
Jaden.
Yes. Fantasia. She was
Okay,
snubbed
Miss
for an
Bunny,
Oscar.
Oh,
What?
was she?
Yeah,
She's
for her-
amazing to us,
yeah,
Black Girl
the,
Magic.
The Color Purple. But however, Danielle Brooks, she's nominated for Best Actress.
Love her
So
in her spirit. She is just
yeah.
amazing.
So
Yes.
I don't know if they were raving about the snubs for the Oscars, but
Mhm.
there seemed to be a lot of melanin nominated this year. So
Yeah,
we
they're
just
getting
gotta
better.
take what we can get for now.
Listen, at this point, let them give the ones that can, and then we're still praying for the others. You know what I'm saying? So they let some people in the gate.
Yeah,
at least
That's all that matters. It's a
Yeah.
start.
Y'all know y'all sound like some old slave women.
Listen,
Let's
they did
just
let some
take
people in the
what we
gate.
can get.
And y'all thought I was
no,
bad.
No.
Let's take what we can get.
Not like that,
And
Sunday.
I really want them to have their own. I
I'm
want them
just
to have
saying,
their own.
it's about verbiage. So let's just create our own. Like, we don't have to wait and just be. Let's just take what we can get.
Sound like some old
We
slave
don't even want it.
Okay,
If we got the Black Oscars, ain't nobody gonna want that thing.
Here's the thing: we have the NAACP.
We want that one.
Y'all don't see my
We
face.
want
Look
that
at
one.
Sophia.
Because
We
it's
do
the
want that
truth.
one.
No,
It's
we
the
have
truth.
the NAACP
But it don't have
awards,
to
and
be
we
the
have the
truth.
Image Awards. But you understand
It's
the
the
thing
tradition.
with
It
our
have to be
people
that.
is that we do not feel validated unless we get the validation from others.
From
So
that
you just
tradition.
gonna miss out
From
on the
that
Soul Train
tradition.
Award.
From what
So-
the Oscar means.
So if they respected our awards the way that they did the Oscars, then it would probably mean something a lot more.
We have to respect
That's what
our
I said.
awards.
No,
Oh, I thought you
I'm
said
respecting
that.
anything
I said
I
that
win.
We
because
gotta
I
respect.
Do.
And
I
see,
do.
people be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, nobody respect ours." So because we have to respect it, so we have to change.
I would be happy
You
for
gotta
the
be the
image.
change that
I
you
would-
want to see.
anything I win, I'm gonna respect. Okay.
Period.
So if they nominate me and I win, I respect it. I don't
Yeah.
care who gave it to me or what or why or hell, I can win the Captain Crunch Award and I'm taking it.
Yeah, so start respecting
Okay.
what we have to respect as a culture what we put out. You know what I'm saying? I know
True.
sometimes we go to restaurants and we don't like it. You're only as good as your leadership. So I ain't really mad at the people at the counter for real. I'm mad at them because they the one at the counter. But at the end of the day, whoever is the leader in the back of the house, whoever is the leader is who is allowing them to be who they are.
Right.
Let that
So
black
we
girl
have
magic
to
shine.
stand up as leaders.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And we have to be proud of what we put out, and we have to be the change we want to see. So if you don't want your restaurant to be talked about in a negative way, straighten out your staff. Be the leader. You know what I'm saying? But we have to
before Sophia Bracy comes.
we got, you know what I'm saying? We got to start. We just have to
Throwing
start
me under the bus.
we have to start respecting what we put out as a culture, as a people,
I
each
agree.
other, and supporting each other in
Very
that.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Very
We
true.
sit up here sound like a bunch of like we just riding with Miss Daisy.
Not what I was saying.
understood.
but
She was
okay.
saying.
But you get what I'm just saying. But it
Yeah.
sounds like we got to do better as
I'm
a people.
just
But y'all
speaking
gotta
on
think as a
what's on the
people, our
internet.
population is less
For
as
me
well. It's not
personally,
many
I would
of
be
us as
happy
it is
with
now.
the image.
I'm
That's
taking
me.
it.
I'm taking anything that came from people that look like me.
Yeah.
You
Right.
understand?
Yeah.
Because that's
I'm taking it. If the essays want to give me an award, I'm taking the essay award.
Not the
Hey,
essay
Okay.
okay.
award.
What the
on a
hell?
different
The essay
note
award.
now.
minute now. I don't know nothing about the essay.
Stop it.
On a
Moving
different
on.
note.
Me either.
Moving on.
There's a story
I'm just from Chicago.
that I actually got from Sunshine. And it was a gravesite in Augusta, Georgia called the Hillcrest Memorial Cemetery. 23 years ago, a family buried their 1-year-old
Okay.
at the cemetery.
Uh-huh.
And they recently went back because they wanted to dig up the body to bring it to where they currently live.
Okay.
Because they weren't able to visit, I guess, the distance.
Yeah.
When they went there, it's not there.
Oh.
It's nowhere to be found.
Oh, wow.
And
interesting.
yeah,
The whole cemetery?
They've been looking.
Everybody
you know,
No, that particular.
Oh, that particular
Yeah.
grave.
Yeah, that particular
Okay.
grave.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they looked at the next one next to adjacent to it or
Uh-huh.
as well to see if maybe there was a mix up with the numbers, but
It's not there.
nowhere to be found.
Oh.
Now, this is not the first time we've heard of situations
Right,
like this.
definitely.
And what I'm assuming is happening is that they have a database and they're probably looking at who doesn't have visitors, you know, and hey, we can utilize this again, you know. And so my thoughts with this story, I kind of wanted to shed light on it because it's the same in like nursing homes and in the hospital.
It is, yeah.
If you have loved ones that's in a nursing home or, you know, rehabilitation
Senior
facility,
home.
yeah, anything like that, go visit your family, you know, to have any trace of visitors. And so this way they can stay on their P's and Q's.
Yes.
Because this is, something that
It
takes
happens.
place a lot.
And you know, you have a point. People prey on those that don't have visitors. And
Oh,
stuff,
oh,
'cause,
yeah.
You know, I've been working in senior housing for a very long time, and it's so sad to see some people, most people, like 75% of the people, don't have visitors, and they have to rely on other people or other people's visitors. You know, that's really sad. Nobody comes
Take
to
it
see
from
about
me
them.
that work in the nursing
Those are the
home.
ones that get taken
check on
advantage
your
of.
people.
Family,
Right.
those are the ones that's, you know, getting looked out
They
for.
say,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All right,
sad.
and now the topic of all topics.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion.
Girl, that's fire. Not fire. Fire.
Okay.
I don't even know what to say about that.
I really don't like to talk on things like this. And I'm not going to talk about either one of them negatively because I am a fan of female.
I'm a fan
rap,
of both. Yeah.
female rappers. You know, and at one point, Nicki Minaj, I held her to a very high standard because when she came out, she was just doing the thing.
She held herself
and
to a
on
very
Monster,
high standard.
On Monster with Kanye West and
Uh-huh.
Jay-Z, she dominated. I'm
did.
sorry.
Yeah.
Whether
She
she
did.
wrote or she didn't. So at one point, she was out here doing the thing.
She was a monster.
I don't know what's going on right now.
She's not
in
a
the
monster.
industry, but it's sad.
Mm-hmm.
And it is really breaking my heart because it's so many young girls that's looking up to the
Girl.
age difference alone.
Right.
You understand? And for Meg to have lost her parents, her grandmother, there should be some kind of sympathy with an elder because she is an elder to this young lady.
Absolutely.
You know, and should have been looking out like a big sister or and
because the
not
hate is
even
real.
trying to put yourself in that category. But looking at a lot of women do try to compete with younger girls. I don't understand
So
why.
they can stay relevant, but they should understand it's a different category. I ain't trying to compete with no 25-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I'm 48 years old. No way am I trying to compete with somebody that young.
I don't think it was a competition. I think it was about saying things about her man. That's when things boil down to
No,
your
that's because of
man,
this
man.
incident. That's where all of that transpired. But this is not a new
Matter.
situation with them.
Gotcha.
It's
Gotcha.
ongoing.
Nor
But
is it a new situation with Nicki
Nicki,
because she did the same thing
to
with
a
Remy
lot
Ma.
of people. Yeah.
So this is an ongoing, consistent, I don't support my sister in hip hop type of issue.
So what I'm thinking is, and I'm hoping is that our pioneers, like ladies you mentioned, like
MC Light,
like Queen Latifah, you know, Sister Soldier, they interject and try to fix this because we have it bad already. You understand? As far as in the rap game, being female, it's
Roxanne Shante.
like come
That's a
on,
good one.
fix this. Let's fix this. Let's
Yeah.
unite. Come out with some good music. You know,
And
work
that's what it is.
together
It's
and-
about the music.
Yeah,
And but I'm sorry, I'm gonna speak on it.
because I don't want to as a fan, I don't want to have to pick sides with anything.
Right.
I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be
Yeah.
a unicorn. I don't want to be a this. So I just want to be a listener of music and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And that's all you two are supposed to be doing for me.
Yeah,
That's
and I
it.
think that as women of hip hop, we have to do better. We have to be better. We have to do better because there are young ladies coming up behind you. No matter how you spit in your
looking
rhymes,
at you.
they're looking at you. They're looking at how you're
Emulating
interacting
you.
with the other hip hop females in the industry. They're admiring you. You know what I mean? So what are you showcasing to them? What are you saying? You know, not with your music, but with your actions. Because music is one thing, but they're looking at your actions of what you're doing. And, you know, they're trying to see what you're doing in real life, how you moving. Listening to your music on the radio is a whole nother element. You know what I'm saying? When you see people like Queen Latifah, Moni Love, MC Light, Roxanne, Shantae, Little Kim, Mary J. Blige, all of these ladies, they together.
Supporting each other.
Supporting each other.
And you never saw them doing that crap.
On different things. They're not talking down about each other. They're not arguing, fussing, fighting. They're not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? So just think about what you're showing. You got if you got a daughter, you need to think about that. If you know what I'm saying, like think about what you're doing.
Right.
You know, I'm not hating. I'm in the industry. I'm in hip hop, so I get it, but just do something different.
Do better.
Do better. Be the change that you want to see.
Be that black magic.
Yeah, where your black girl magic at?
Girl
Come on,
magic.
ladies, let's get it together.
See you guys next Friday.
See you
Thank
next
you,
week.
Sophia, for hanging out with us.
Yes. Thank you, Sophia.
Let's head on out.
Put your record.
Three little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry. Summer came like cinnamon, so sweet. Little girls double dutch on the concrete. Maybe sometimes we got it wrong, but it's alright. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Ooh, don't you hesitate. Go put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your head down. Sapphire and faded jeans. I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your head down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. Blue as the sky, sunburned and lonely, sipping tea in a bar by the roadside. Just relax, just relax. Don't you let those other boys fool you.
Here comes a brand new flavor in your ear. Time for new flavor in your ear. I'm